Greetings. Hello everyone. Welcome back. In this video, I will show you how to automatically load multiple files using the ForEach activity in Microsoft Fabric. Instead of manually loading files one by one, we build a pipeline that reads all files from a folder and loops through each file and then loads them automatically into Lakehouse. And this is fully dynamic and automated and also production ready. Let's start. Imagine every day your system receives multiple JSON files or CSV files. Tomorrow there may be 10 files, next week there may be 100 files. That is why we use for each activity. Instead of loading each file manually, it automatically loops through all files and processes them. For that, we are going to create one pipeline with 3 steps. First, it will get list of files from the folder and then looping through each file using for each, then copy each file to that destination. This is the simple architecture. Now I will show you practical implementation. First, in Microsoft Fabric, I have workspace Pettaka 1, and here I can create a pipeline, new item, and then pipeline, and I can name this pipeline as, for example, load multiple files. Create. Now, once you created, you will get one home page. In this, you need to select this pipeline activity. So first we start with Get Metadata Activity. What this activity will do, this activity will read all files from folder. So I created using this Get Metadata. If you want, you can also use it here in activities area. And now select this Get Metadata and rename this as, for shortcut, GM Get Metadata of list files. Yes. Now go to settings. Here in connection, browse all. First we need to select that path. So I'm using Pettaka Lakehouse. In this Lakehouse I have those files. So I am having files and I need to select that path. So for that I will go for browse, and in this I will select data. In this data folder I have sale CSV file. In this example I'm using only one file, but you can keep multiple files in that folder and it will loop it. So now okay, and make sure file format is binary. You can also use CSV, JSON, Parquet. In this example I'm using binary. And another one is you need to choose field list. Select new. In this you need to select this checkbox and select the option child items, because this tells Fabric to give me list of all files inside this folder. So now this configuration is over, and now click outside. Next we add for each activity. It is available here. If you see, click on it. And now first you need to make sure on success it should go to this for each. And then if you want, you can change this name. I'm not changing it now. Go to settings, and in this you will see options like sequential and batch count. Sequential is like in that particular folder, if you have multiple files, then it will loop one by one. That is why if you choose sequential, batch count option will go off. If you want to do it batch count, batch wise, like for example, if you have 6 files, if you give batch count as 3, then it will loop 3 files parallelly and another 3 files in queue. Like that, you can give 1, 3, 5. It depends on the number of files you can give. And also for this example, I will use sequential, and if activity name is mismatch, then it will throw the error. So next what I will do, in this for each setting items, I will choose add dynamic content, and here I will use activity, and here you can see activity, and I'm using this get metadata of list files dot output. We need to get that output from child items. So give OK, so that it will read that output from get metadata. Then inside of this for each activity, we are going to add another activity, which is copy activity. You make sure you select copy data, not copy job. These two are different. You need to select copy data, click on it, and let's rename this as copy each file. Yes. Now choose source, connection, browse all, same option, Pettaka Lakehouse. I will choose files and file path. Here we are choosing source file path. So whatever configuration we did for get metadata, the same thing we are doing here. Data and OK. Now file format is binary. Next, go to destination. Here again, I will choose connection, browse all, and then I will choose Pettaka Lakehouse, files, and here I want to move this to some other path. Browse. I will move it to partition data. So here there is no, only 3 folders are there. Give OK and make sure file format is binary. Next one is come outside and we need to validate it. So what it will do, it will get metadata, read all files, and then for each receives that file list, then loop starts. In that looping, copy one by one file, and then it will go to next file. And inside of that for each, you saw that a batch count. This controls parallel execution. It tells that pipeline that how many files to process at same time. As I told you earlier, if 10 files exist, if batch count is equal to 1, then it process one by one. It is little slow, but it is safe. If you give batch count equal to 3, here if you see, here you can see that if you give batch count equal to 3, then this process 3 files simultaneously, little bit faster compared to batch 1. If you use batch count 10, all files run together. It is more fast, but it is very risky. It's kind of like imagine washing clothes. If you have one washing machine, then it is okay. If you have three washing machines at parallel time, it will wash. You will get the washing more easier. It's kind of batch count is number of using washing machines kind of thing. So, but here if you are using I batch count, it may cause your memory overload, and also there is a chance for pipeline failure. So always it's recommended to use 3. Batch count is 3. And as I told you, if you enable this sequential, batch count get ignored. Everything runs one by one. And then now go to home. First we need to validate it. So it shows validation is successful. Then close it. Now let's run. It's asking to save and run. Let me save it. And once it is saved, then you can run. So now this pipeline is running and we will get that status here. If you see, so it's in queue and it is running. It might take some time. So here we have only small file, small number of folders. So it's getting faster. Sometimes if you have multiple files, then it might take little time. So in for each loop, it's looping and you can see it here. If you expand it here, you will see what is happening inside that activity, copy activity. So all 3 steps are succeeded and you are seeing here. Now, if you go to our Lakehouse and if you refresh, now we got sales.csv file from data folder to partition data. This is how we need to use for each loop in Microsoft Fabric.